This is the tutorial. This is a preview that includes the beginning of the game and a preview of some later events, because this is a demo. Expansions and improvements to the game will come out as time goes on. We may even look into them. The finished version will have partial voice acting, which we will have to turn down. This demo does not have any voice lines at all, except for us. When the game is complete, the entire story will be playable from the start to end for free. However, optional paid DLCs will be available, obviously. That's how they make the money. The very start is a brief tutorial that will be skippable in future playthroughs. Oh, lovely. It will help you get acquainted with all the many ways. At any time, you can press the preference button on the left side of the game screen to open the setting page and make the experience better suited for you. You can change the text size, the font style, the sound volume, turn the light animation elements on or off. General options. And this spans 12 years with the character you play as, beginning as a 10-year-old child, which will be voiced by Blue, and ending as a 22-year-old adult, which I believe is close to a current age. In between these points are two other life stages, 14-year-old adolescence and 18-year-old young adult. These time periods are referred to as steps 1 through 4. This demo contains scenes from childhood and a brief look into adolescence, which is the favorite time of a child.
Woo!
You'll be able to determine almost everything about the playable character: the name, the appearance, the personality, the pronouns, the skills, the weakness, how they act, what they feel, and more. And that's all going to be in the hands of Blue.
Woo!
And all these details can be changed as you grow up over the course of the game. However, they will not be forgotten. Who you are and who you were is remembered by the game, and the characters you meet. Choices you pick in step 1 can still be referred to all the way into step 4. It builds together, like a real person. The goal in all life is to let you truly live your own unique life in the Crunk Mountains towns of Golden Cove. But there are other two lead characters who will go beside your own MC, Tamrak, who is played by, if I recall correctly, Umbra. And then, I'm going to botch this name, but I'm going to try anyhow. Ken Lin, who will be played by me. You had the option of being a friend, pursuing one romantically, just having them be people you know, letting connections change over time. You get the idea. You get to decide everything. It's your life. Your relationship is customizable and in progress at whatever rate you want it to. If you want it to, that is. Though there are a couple limits to what you can do. You cannot date fall for them, because, yeah. And you cannot break up with one and then immediately, yeah. If you have one lead become your romantic partner, that is permanent.
Dang.
Tamrak is a little girl with she, her pronouns. When you met her, she also identifies as a woman who uses she, her pronouns. And Korean begins the story as a little boy who has he, him pronouns, but questions the gender as the years go by. Hey, who does that remind you of? Korean will ultimately come out as gender fluid, which I'm not. But Korean's pronouns only they, them in step 2. They use he, they in steps 3 and 4, which is closer to how I actually am. All Life Now and Forever does not include the options to romance a strictly male-identifying character, but we do have another game, beginning in August, if that is your preference, which we will look into.
I said we'll have to look into that.
There will be other characters you can interact with and befriend besides for the two main characters, though those two are the main focal points, of course. However you get along with other kids, your teachers, your mom, and so on is still, your control. With those basics mentioned, the tutorial will move on to a new screen, now to explain another major gameplay element, which will be voiced by me. The first thing you'll do in All Live Now and Forever is design the appearance and basic details of your character, who right now is this. You'll be able to select the first name, a last name, a nickname. You'll also give your MC the general size, to the dominant hand. You get the idea. The gender of the MC is customizable as well. That will be addressed more later. The remaining part of this selection are all the many ways you can edit the appearance of your character. A cute dress-up doll icon is included to give an idea of what your playable character will be like. You can change every aspect of the doll, from the shape of the head and the eyes, to the hairstyle, to the cover of each element, to what they wear. The customization can be actually made by having the hair and or eyes be 2 different colors, which is very rare in real life. Tweaking the extra tint of the colors, flipping the direction of different elements, and more. There's even one special tint that allows you to exactly match the hair and or eye color to your biological mother in the story.
Oh?
That's a cool word thing. Or you can set the preset options if you're happy with them, or want to get through the customization faster. You can even randomize DNC and go with whatever chance gives. What you choose will be referred to in the script, and the icon image you put together will appear on the text box when your character speaks. Unless you turn it off, which we won't. The game has a first-person perspective, so you do not see your NC standing alongside the non-playable characters in the normal character sprites style. The first round of design will set some important basics, like the eye color and the skin tone, that will never change for the rest of the story. But almost everything else can be altered, eventually. You'll get the option to use this screen to re-customize your MC significantly at the start of each and every step. You'll be able to change your first name, your nickname, the pronouns, the hairstyle, what they wear, add scores, etc. if you want. Along with the major re-customization sections at the start of steps, multiple times during each step, you will also be able to alter just the clothes of your MC. Because who the fuck wears the same clothes every day, am I right? If you want your
Cartoon characters do.
Yeah.
For going outside and nicer when they go to school, you'll be able to do that as well. And new decoration options, such as facial piercings, will become available once your character has gotten older. Because what kind of kid has a facial piercing? That's everything for the initial screen, so let's begin. Luke, go ahead. Multi-toy suggestions will pop up. New gameplay features. Thank you so much for playing. We hope you have fun.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's look around.
Be your base.
Hey, it's great.
Who you call it square? I like the second top option.
This one?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
seems
to the
good.
eyes.
Okay.
Give us eyes.
Give me the eyes.
God, this is like Animal Crossing all over again. Oh. I like the top right, left corner.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay on to the head.
Eye color.
Oh, eye color. I forgot about that.
Ooh,
Are we
Ooh,
making it look like me, or are we making a
Hey,
just a
you.
random baby?
Whatever you want to do. Oh my god, you can have 2 different eye colors.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said that.
heterochromia.
Okay,
I
what
think
about your left
that just
eye
makes
to
any other character just so unique when you have different eye colors.
Make one red so he's evil.
be? This is a child. This is a child.
Todoroki looking ass.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. What? Okay, you want to give it like that?
Honestly, I like the blue.
You like it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There we
Onto
go.
the head.
Perfect.
I look like those 3D glasses.
Okay. Oh my god.
I don't know
this
if I
is
like
the
that.
fun. This is the fun, Hale. So wait.
There's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I want to see some. Nope, that's it. Okay. Okay, so good.
You got your front, and then you got your back.
Yeah, so we're looking at the front.
Yeah, we're looking at the front right now.
Wait.
Then they won't see the heterochromia.
I know, No, it'd be like fucking Zuko.
Oh my god. My cabbage! No, that's not Zuko.
Okay. Right?
I like go next one over.
This one?
I like this one.
I was gonna
Okay,
say this
now
one
we
or
go-
this one.
That one. Kind of reminds me of Carl's hair a bit. Not that.
Details.
Ooh, I like that.
This
Oh,
one.
wait. Yeah.
Okay,
do
color.
one is-
Color.
There's so many colors.
Color.
Okay.
Dang, what's the purple look like? Hold on. Oh man, that's not
guess
my
you-
purple, but
I mean,
you
we're
can
not
add-
trying to make it look like me.
Well, you can also change the tint.
Yeah, make it a darker purple.
Oh,
Ah!
That's
Lightness.
not purple. That's
I
not
don't know.
purple.
That's not purple.
Sonic, you gotta go back to the purple.
I did. I'm just clicking on this. Hang
You're
on.
clicking
How do I
on,
get out?
you're clicking on red. Go back to the purple.
Yeah, I
Where's
just
the
clicked the
purple?
color and it just went like that.
Sonic, all you're doing is resetting it. Close, click the purple. Now go back to tint. And then fuck with that. But don't press that button.
It's too light. Saturation maybe. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Actually, go down a bit more. And now do the hue. Down. Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Save.
Okay. Put it right there. Yes. Close.
And close. Okay.
This is me if I had heterochromia.
With red and blue eyes. Alright, do you want anything? Wait. A little no.
That is now it's becoming eerily like me. Actually, no, do the side bow. That one looks bad. I like that one better. Yeah.
Brings together or no?
It's typically black, but that's fine.
I was gonna say
Okay.
you could do tit.
Tint.
There we go.
I want to get started on the game. There
I
we
said you
go.
want it.
That's fine.
Okay, is that the
Okay,
only thing
well-
you want for accessories?
Let me see the other ones real quick.
Got bandages, earrings, head. Well, we already did head accessories.
That's fine.
Neck accessories.
Take on
I
to
don't wear
extras.
jewelry.
Okay, you want any
Oh.
extras? Moles,
I
both mine.
have a scar that's above my eyebrow, kind of. Well, it's like on the side of my head.
Like that?
It's not across my eye. No, keep it.
Oh,
Honestly,
what?
keep it.
Keep it? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll keep it.
Why not?
Okay, are we good?
My exaggerated
Yeah, we
scar.
Wait,
Hold
I'm
on.
curious what other. Oh, you can. Why would you have acne for? Do the kids get
No.
Let me see the
Yeah.
freckies. Oh yeah.
acne? Yeah, freckies. It's like
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Okay,
Customization is great. There is a
Yeah.
mole near my.
look at all
Hold
these
on.
birthmarks. Nice.
I have
It's
a
like-
mole underneath my left eye.
Oh, they even have skin conditions. That's cool.
It's called vitiligo.
Yeah, I know.
No, you forgot
Alright,
my
we
mole.
good?
Give me my
Okay,
mole
Wait, where's your mole?
underneath my left eye. There we go.
It's like that's. Oh wait, this is act. There we go. That's the left. That's left. So
I don't know. It's fine. It's either way. It's fine.
we
yeah,
good now?
either way it's fine. Yeah.
It's my left, but like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now your height,
Thank
your
you.
dominant hand, your nickname, your first name, your second name, your body.
I don't want to dox myself.
Blue.
I don't want to dox myself. Is actually hilarious.
Kitten.
No, it would be cosplay for the no. Kitten is my middle name.
Okay. Well, it doesn't include a middle name.
Damn.
You could use it as your nickname. Kitten.
No.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's already
so
weird. I had my name is the same on Discord.
Okay, well, your dominant hand.
That's right.
Okay, your height.
Average. No! Fuck off.
Okay, your body type.
Medium.
Alright.
Hello, from the store again. Now you get to customize the DNC. By DNC's appearance, you can make this aspect of your character as personalized as you want, or not make use of the most specific elements.
Oh
Tony
shit.
and the Twinder DNC was assigned to both, but pronouns they use. If they use multiple pronouns, adding in your own customized pronouns, selecting which gender terms they're comfortable with, and such can all be up to you. You can also change everything except your assigned gender at birth at the start of every new step, because that's how life works. If you want to begin with one type of identity and then have your MC go through the transition once they're older, that is completely doable. Feel free to select whichever feels more comfortable at this stage of the story. Remember, you're a little kid.
Oh no.
Alright. What do you want, Blue?
I'm compelled to choose they, them.
So what's your gender and what's the set traits that you both?
That's something I really don't want to talk about at the moment. But just put non-binary for now.
Alright, and then sex at birth, just female.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
It's like, well, they said we could change everything later except the sex trait.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Honorifics! I want to be sir!
Oh, you
And
can,
how would you like-
you can have custom honorific.
I don't know. Neutral leaning,
How would you like-
please.
Okay.
Okay.
Kid.
Also, like, honorific, it's like, oh, blue John. Alright, we good?
Yeah.
Now that you
Aw,
got
we have to
your
create the
own
mommy now.
influence the appearance of your biological mother.
Ma!
She has 3 hair textures and 6 skin tones. You can have her look as similar or as different from your MCs as you would like. Also, I must add. Hang on. Let me see here. But before I keep reading, let me see here.
The biological father never appears in the story.
He went to go get milk.
He went to go get the milk and never came back.
Let me see something right quick, because whoever's playing as the mom should get this hand. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, good point.
Mom.
I don't know if anybody is playing the mom.
Let's say, is anyone?
Yes, someone's playing the mom. I casted that.
What the fuck was that?
My bad.
I don't know.
My bad. My bad. My bad. That's me.
That's his stuff. Which technically you should have off. It's one of the rules. Anywho. I'm trying to find the mom. Give me 1 second.
I'm surely eating cake.
How much cake do you have?
I got a big fat chunk of cake. Because it's expiring tomorrow. You saw the picture I sent you in the Discord.
Oh, there's the mom. I'm playing the mom.
Oh,
She
okay,
chose
you.
to
Hello, Mama Will.
And use all the to get the character, the biological father never appears in the story. Okay. So
If I was a mom, this would be kind of shocking.
you take off
Daddy.
the off-screen father instead. Well, we're gonna let nothing alike, so yeah, that's gonna be the case. You also get to choose which terms your character refers to her by. Currently, it must be a title in order to make sense in the script. If you enter in her first name, the phrasing will not make any goddamn sense. Made sense to me. Later builds of this game may be suited for calling her by her name instead of a title. Okay, yeah, makes sense. You'll also be able to change the title you use for her at the start of every new step. Her skin tone and head textures will remain consistent for the rest of the game. Okay, makes sense.
Man, not so much custom for the mom.
Let's see here. So you're gonna call me Mom like the British?
Mum?
What do you want to call her? I mean him.
We're calling it Mum.
Like the British.
Ma'am.
And then you're gonna make me have that skin tone. I guess I
This
only
one?
no, not dark. That one, the one that it was
This
on.
Okay.
And let's see here. Which one looks closer to Starry? That would be that one on the far left.
This one?
Yep.
Please let us change it to blue.
And that's pale.
It won't let us change it. Damn.
Nope.
And we got a last little bit of customization before the story begins. Your interface display style. This is
Woo!
all
I get to
these-
choose stickies.
Oh, so
Can I just skip this?
that appears in some screen graphics such as the choice menus and most importantly the save files. You can easily track different playthroughs by using different stickers, and your sticker can change whenever you want by clicking the info button on the sidebar and go into your details. One example to use it would be if you had a playthrough you're enjoying, but in step 2 you're not sure if you want to romantically pursue one of the two other mains. You can take that same file, change the sticker, make another save, one version of the story, and the sticker could have you dating one character, and the other sticker is a separate story with this other character. Finally, there are 2 different text box styles to choose from. A traditional visual novel arrangement with the box always along the bottom of the screen, or more comic book style where the speech bubbles are positioned next to the one talking and at the bottom of the screen where there is narration, kind of like what we do on the other channel. You can switch between them at any time on the preference screen. If the button simply text box is highlighted, you'll have the visual novel style. You click to unhighlight that button for the comic style. By default, both text box styles will have the icons to show who's speaking. Those can be turned on or off through your preference settings as well. Thank you for reading the beginning tutorial.
Alright, Blue, pick your sticker.
Let's see. I want the mushroom.
The
She wants the
mushroom.
mushroom.
The mushroom.
Mushroom. It's at the top.
Which style
That's
do
a
you want?
mushroom.
Do with icons.
Continue.
Yep, let's go.
Woo!
It looks like fall in Golden Grove.
We live in a cul-de-sac.
More than any place you've seen before. It could be in one of your old picture books to show little kids what autumn was supposed to be. There were not any green trees or bushes, but there weren't just bare branches yet. It was almost the same as normal. All that changed were the colors. Red, orange, yellow, brown. We're doing this in the middle of autumn, so that makes it funny. Even the blue of the sky high above your head seemed different than it did in the summertime.
Yeah,
Don't
we
feel
really
in the
are.
summertime. It wasn't as bright either, as though it had gotten tired of sparkling by this late in the year, or like it was even farther away from you now that you were just in this place. The plants and the sky didn't get this way where you lived, where you used to live. Your thoughts continued to jump around while you stood there in the big circle of the street at the end of the road trying not to get hit.
They are the cars going by.
It was a weird path to you. It cannot take you ahead or on the sides or anywhere else like most streets you've gone down. This one only came right here with those big houses. The view in front of you was something you'd only ever seen in photos before from stapled together papers that advertised the middle house being for sale. It had been a picture book to you until this day. Now you know that it felt like fall here too, because it was cold outside. Jeez. Chilly enough that you sometimes held your eyes closed for a few seconds longer than usual to try and keep your eyeballs from feeling like they were going to freeze inside your freaking head. This was a real place, the ICO surrounding you said, and you were really in it. And it was where you were going to stay. That was new. Your mom and you had lived in apartments before, and never for very long each time. That was until she got a big job in this not that big town and bought a new house. You would not be going anywhere else for a long time. What a big house this is. Now in that moment you cannot imagine being there forever. Not forever. But that's just the way it was. The old tin house at the very end of the long round road was now your house, standing tall with two others by its sides. Those buildings were homes too, with their own people living inside, and those people in those Asian houses were going to be your neighbors.
That's kind of how neighborhoods work.
How did it make you feel?
I felt all mixed up inside.
Would it be better this way? Worse? Something else? You didn't know what to think! Well,
At least Mom was still with me. It's all Mom's fault. Do it.
You want me to say that?
Do it. It's all Mom's fault.
poor daughter, you have to feel so freaking bad!
Oh, well.
Take a look!
No.
Oh, that was your mom's voice. Yeah, not knowing she got it so far. What is she, Sonic the fucking Hedgehog? You let out a long, uneasy breath and made yourself move towards the unknown alone.
Into the unknown!
The unknown!
The cul-de-sac road and cutting across lines of grass and sidewalk, you reached the picket fence your mom had called from. The gate was unlocked.
Ma'am.
The yellow house is in front of yours with a tiny gray stone walkway that led up to a couple of little steps. No steps led to the doorway. You dragged your feet across the rocks in the dirt. The small private path was more uneven than you thought, and the tip of your shoe had gotten caught onto a raised end of the ledge edge between ground and the stone.
That's what you get for blaming your mom.
Fuck!
It caused you to stumble up the line right before arriving at the end of the ruts. You studied yourself before carefully going up the tiny little stairs.
Oh,
And there
Hi,
your
Mom.
mom was, standing at the edge of the porch, arms folding and waiting.
She's not happy.
She must have
Bite
been
me.
moving around before because the shiny opal earring she had on was twisting
Oh my God,
side
she's
to
blinking.
side a little bit.
She's blinking.
Yes, I am. You knew they were real opal stones because she told you before when she first got them. She also told you a long time ago that her normal name, not Mom, was Opal.
Oh, well, I guess
We
it's
see
Opal.
you, Opal.
Her clothes were the colors of a cloudy day after rain had already come and gone. The kind of day that could be cold and bad, or really relaxing and comfy. Depended. You wondered which way she looked at it from. You didn't know. The rest of her, though, was so much more bold, especially the matching purpley cranberryness of both her hair and her eyes.
And she looks nothing like her mom.
There wasn't a lot of things out in the world with that color that could feel, roomy. Everybody would always say that the purple in your hair came from her.
No, it didn't.
What the fuck?
You didn't know why. It was just a color. Your hair was still yours. It was purple. Mom smiled at you. You didn't smile back.
Fuck you.
What do you think? It's a pretty place, huh?
It was just. I hate this. You shake your head furiously.
I'm gonna say it stinks bluntly.
Okay.
That might be for you, my dear. We were jammed in the car for hours.
What? It's not me.
Her mouth stayed in the shape of a smile, but your eyes and eyebrows changed, bending in a way that made it seem like she was not really smiling, or it was just some other kind of smile. She put a hand on one of the white painted pole things that kept the porch roof from falling down. Her fingers moved along it. Won't be too much longer. The real estate agents should be here to hand over the keys in a couple hours or so.
Then why are we here already?
Then it will be official. We'll be the newest residents of Golden Grove.
It's like when you arrive early to a hotel and their room's not ready yet.
You shifted your weight from one foot to the other. This was a big deal to you, Mom. Your whole life is still changing too.
It's like, fuck you, Mom.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Mother.
But she was the one who got to make that decision, not you.
He proceeded to just stomp your foot on the... Would you got that out?
You've seen the yard and the outside. You don't have to wait here the entire time. How about you go look at the rest of the neighborhood?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Send your child look around other strangers' houses and hope you don't get kidnapped.
Don't make fun of my parental decisions. She bent down, placed her hands on her knees, in order to speak directly to you on the same level.
Damn.
A safe town, especially in this area. You'll be able to play freely out here.
That's what they all say. Please, you want a baby?
Please, you weren't a baby. What could possibly go wrong?
Mom went back to her normal way of standing with her head up high and her arms folded. That's the spirit! Enjoy yourself. Just don't stray into other streets today, okay? I don't need you being hit.
Okay.
Sable's like, oh, I want to get hit by
was that targeted towards me?
You grumble.
Wow. You really had to reference real life events.
Which one are you gonna
But
pick?
it'd be accurate. It's accurate. I'm gonna choose all the options I normally wouldn't say to my parents. You grumbled about the restriction.
Tough it out. You'll get to go farther some other time. With that, you flipped around, bounded down the steps, and went back towards the sidewalk, ready to explore the area.
Not gonna lie. For a second, I thought she said she turned around and flipped the bird out. That's why
I turned around and flipped the bird at her.
No, I imagine she turns around, flip the bird, and then you just run into the fence.
Hello.
Step 1.
Yay, step 1.
The Brulug.
Your shoes really scratched into the dirt path when you down to the solid road. The smell of the grass and the rain, soft and ground, crispy through somehow, also kind of musty, hang in the air, bringing a whole new year of school with it. You were going to be a 5th grader. It would be completely different from being a 4th grader, not just because you would be attending a new school. You'll also be going to...
It kind of reminds me of that one scene from The Incredibles. I can't believe you're all going to your own son's graduation. It's not graduation. It's going from 4th grade to the 5th grade. Or 3rd grade to the 4th grade. I forgot which one it was.
Because he'd be great.
You'd be in the highest grade of the place. And it's not about you. Maybe that was why your mom was so sure you could do this by yourself. You were growing up.
Ew.
Not everything about that was a bad thing. You guessed. Then before you took one more step, there was a faint tap against your shoulder. It was barely stronger than the wind, but it was definitely something. And it was completely out of nowhere.
Danger, danger!
I screamed. No, it's a ghost, you deduced.
It was a ghost.
This town was haunted, and so was those old houses. It made perfect sense. Rapidly, you ping-ponged your gaze from left to right, trying to get a glimpse of the poking perpetrator. Holy hell, the neighborhood was empty, except for you.
Perpetrator.
Yes, you judged. It was an invisible ghost. Or you would have settled on that if you had not noticed that there was a thing you could actually see left behind from the encounter.
Voicing disabled.
Oh.
Okay, then. My bad.
Sitting there in between them as he found ready to grasp or something, dude.
Voicing enabled.
What is
Sitting
happening?
there in the muddy Stealth voicing disabled.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Stop
Hey, you're
it.
not in this, bud.
Paper. A paper airplane?
Who would throw this at a stranger, and why would they disappear after
Stealth
doing
voicing
it?
enabled.
Stop it.
Voicing disabled.
Okay, I'm done. I promise. I'm done.
As you consider those questions, your gaze shifted back towards the right, the side of the street where the tap came from. Whoever sent this to you had to gone that way. You crouched down to grab it while keeping a lookout to make sure nothing ever sneaked up on you. The paper did not feel the same crinkly, crackly way most normal paper does. It was thinner, somehow, almost like a piece of cloth. It was cottony.
Dinner?
Not the only part that stood out. The paper was a tan color with dark brown lines, not white and blue, or white and black,
Blue.
or something regular. One question to add to the confusion. Where would paper like this have come from? You turned the paper airplane around in your hands and squinted your eyes keenly. There was pencil markings on the underside. The paper had scribbles, or maybe in letters. That was enough of a sign to undo the shape someone had put together. You pulled at the flaps of the plane and flattened it out between your palms as best as you could. It was true. The paper airplane had a message. Well, maybe.
I'm a ghost.
There were some words on it, but not a lot, and they were on different lines from each other. It looked like a grocery list. Or could it have been a ghost? You read over each tiny part from top to bottom.
I don't think it was a grocery list. I think it was a ghost. Hello. Oh.
Go out. Hide out. And then in the bottom corner was BlueKittenCosplay.
Hi.
That's creepy.
Your name has been addressed to you personally. There was no mistake that you were the one meant to get that plane.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Someone's just gonna try to freaking murder you.
Who talks to me?
You scrunched stuff on a piece of paper, turned it into a airplane, threw it at another person, and the message they sent was that?
This is stupid.
It only kind of made any sense in that they were real woods, but none of them meant anything together.
You were gonna get down to the bottom of this.
Let's get down to
To
business.
business.
One or something had to have sent this to you. You weren't going to stop until you found out who and why.
It's
Honestly,
obviously
for
a
an
murderer.
innocent.
It's a murderer. Oh fuck! Ah!
The half circle of houses was out of sight by the time the normal sidewalk ended, and it was really ended.
So I'm guessing the last one was she started walking.
I was asleep for an instant till that one nostril man was found.
Instead of connecting to another street with homes or stores, there was the Call Road behind you and a bunch of trees and plain ground in front. Going down the road would have had to bring you to the rest of the town eventually, but there was more important paths to think about first.
What did your mom say?
Bending in between the dark fronts and bright leaves were two lines stamped out through the grass. They were in opposite directions. It was a crossroads.
Oh no.
One led more towards where the neighborhood was, but back further, right on the edge of where the forest started. The other was completely into the trees, a walking path for the people who lived here. You stood there at the start of the turning point in the woods, and your life feet poised to move over the stirring thicket floor.
But you didn't know where you were going.
How could you know which one was better? You never tried either, and there were no clues on where to start now. It was a puzzle that made you pause. You thought about it as hard as you could, even shutting your eyes to focus. Then finally...
Alright, chat, what path? I don't want to decide myself.
I don't know. Left path looks cool. I think. I like the sunbeam.
Didn't they say
I
the
guess.
left goes to a town and the right just goes deeper into the forest?
I think.
I don't remember.
You want to get lost in the forest?
No, the left goes farther into the forest, and the right is a walking path.
Oh.
But that one has a... Wait. I don't know.
I thought the right was the one going deeper into the forest.
Not from what I remember.
The one with the fence looks like the one that's not the forest.
Okay, let's go down the one with the fence. If you see a fence, go down that one.
Fence.
And the quest continued. Once you went through the foresty path, you had truly entered the wild woods, like I just told you. Nothing else surrounded you any longer. Nature spread across the land with the narrow dirt line and fence being the only sign anyone had wrought in this spot before you. People were only visitors here. You're gonna find the Slender Man.
Yay!
Gently rushed against each other in thick clumps, with each tree branches flowing into the others nearby. It was enough to keep the sky and sun out almost completely, but the leaves burned bright with the light basking over them from above. The foot-made passes continued to twist around up higher into the mountainside, farther than you could see.
You felt... That was a creepy place. Awesome.
So, this one?
No, that was a creepy place.
That was
awesome.
a creepy place. Awesome.
Oh, okay. I did see that. Okay.
I found Slenderman.
With your wide, wondrous gaze thrown every which way, you let yourself float deeper into the thicket.
No, I'm not saying that.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick
No.
of
Into
it.
the thick of it. Oh.
The quiet bubble that existed here in the forest away from the town parted from a sudden, unnatural clatter. You stopped.
Wait a minute.
It was a push, thumping and stirring up of the leaves, like something had crashed into them. That something was you. You knew for sure that was not the wind. It had to be in an animal or a person. Probably a person.
Boy.
Right over there!
Let's throw a stick.
Let's go!
While keeping your gaze trained forward, you bent down and felt around for a good-sized branch or something else that you'd be able to throw for, but still have enough weight to get through the trees. Once you wrapped your fingers around a chunk of bark that would work, you stretched your arm back behind your head, and then you threw that stick in front of you like you were a fucking pitcher at a goddamn World Series. It flung forward and noisily disappeared into the bush. You could not see where it landed, the leaves swarming up it whole. But that's all that happened. Nothing jumped out at you, just quiet. Almost too quiet.
Then let's go take a peek.
You crouched lower and snuck off the path. It was harder to keep your footing on the slanted, untrimmed ground. When you reached a really tree-cluttered spot, you grasped at the branches and pushed them aside in order to poke your head through.
We're gonna get killed by Slenderman, aren't we?
Yeah.
The same way you open up the setting curtains, but it was a lot harder to do. The tiniest branches could not take the bend. and snatched from the pressure. You could feel the splintery ends of the plant scratch a little at your face and clothes. It wasn't as secretive of a check as you hoped it would be. On the other side of that tree land were still the bushes, but kind of an empty part. There was a lot of open ground with no trees or bushes growing and a ton of leaves that were scattered into piles. Past that clearing, the trees went back and even more closely pressed together than they were by the path. It was mysterious. There was nowhere easy to go, and nothing seemed out of place to you until...
Me!
Oh my god, it's a freak!
I'm so cute!
There was a shout and a new whirlwind of leaves rushing through the air. You could barely understand it because she was underneath the leaves of pile. From underneath one of the piles was a kid. You knew this was going to happen.
I like the scarf you had on.
You like the scarf?
Yeah, I like the scarf.
Could not hold the leaning forward position any longer and stumbled forward completely into the open area. Whoop. You stared at them, and they looked right back at you as everything they'd thrown into the air gently drifted back down.
You're crazy.
Oh, there it is.
I got the stranger giggling.
Wait here!
The jumping jack kid hopped again, but this time it was to get off the ground. They dashed to the upper edge of the open space, leaves scattering behind them, dropping out of their clothes and being kicked up by the steps. You weren't sure you even wanted to stay for whatever was going to happen next, but you remained put. From behind one of the tall, crooked trees, the kid began throwing sticks and other plant pieces around. They were uncovering a hidden treasure, a big brown bag full of shit. They had to use both hands to lift the pouch and get it over their head. The thick strap pulled tight under the strain of the weight attached to it. The line of the mouth looked just as strange. The stranger hushed when they released the bag from their fingers, letting it rest completely across their shoulder.
Oh my god, this is so much shit.
You heard stuff bumping around inside from your position way over here. It was a really full bag.
It's so much full of
They
shit.
didn't slow that kid down. They ran back at full speed ahead to meet you where you were. When they were in front of your face, they gave a wave and asked a question.
Whoa! Are you eyes two colors?
You suddenly had a stranger leaning their face close to yours to try getting a better look at your eyes. Let's hope to God she isn't going to kiss.
You don't have to yell about it.
Sorry.
Whoever
Sorry.
whispered a tiny lie.
I like that I'm just being a dick.
Fancy. I've never seen anyone with two colored eyes.
Kid thing kept talking like that the whole time, doing him happy.
Hey, are you a girl too?
Please don't ask me that. Shit.
You're gonna be more of a dick to me.
Just say no.
No. Hey, boys and stuff are just as good.
No.
That's the right answer.
I'm just a kid. People use they them pronouns to talk about me.
And then it was like all the clouds in the sky in her head, you guessed, have cleared away.
Alright.
And all of a sudden, the leafy girl seemed to remember to introduce herself the way most people do. Did you even introduce yourself?
Tamarack! That's a tree!
You're right. A tamarack is a kind of tree. I like it a lot. So, what's your name?
You had an old library card with your name on it.
Tamarack grinned even stronger while reading the kid version of a business card.
Wow, hi, Blue.
She greeted you with her finger-sprayed wave of her hand as sweetly as if you already known each other and she'd done it 100 different times.
Do you like it? Your name? Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's alright, I guess. Mom named me. My last name is Cosplays. What do you think?
Oh, alright. Well, your ribbon is nice.
I proudly reached to straighten the ribbon on my head.
Why are you here? Where did you come from? Are you visiting?
She
Where'd you
piled
come
on
from,
one
Cotton Eye
question after
Joe?
the other, letting come out like a raptor. It's almost like she's trying to give you a fucking questionnaire like you had a goddamn business meeting.
I'm just running questions, okay?
I'm not some kind of tourist. Me and my mom moved in here to this town.
Tamarack gasped, her large eyes opening even wider. It's almost like they could pop. They were full of sparklers like the fucking enemies.
Miku Miku
I
Bing!
do too. I live with my Ami and Opa. They have a house here, and I'm going to be there now. Cause my mom's a dick. I'm sorry.
I have no idea what you're saying, even though I do.
Opa means Granny and Grandpa. It's German. Nifty.
Are your parents dead?
No, my mom was a dick.
Superhero review you thought was about to happen with her story?
No, I like mom it on my bed. Like, no, my mom was a dick.
Oh,
No.
then what?
Oh, look, the face change. See, and not at home. I wouldn't go to school or anything if I stayed there. So I'm gonna live with Ami and Open right now. Okay.
Your parents seem lousy.
No. Me too.
You are?
Yeah. I've been here 5 days, and it's really good. There's so much more out here. I probably won't be finished for a long, long time. Months, maybe.
This is my very first day in Golden Grove.
Wow, that's really different at all. Well, perfect match.
She followed her extra short eyebrows as much as she could as a new idea came to her.
What is that face, first of all?
It's the fucking... It looks like the face from Anya. Like, you know the fucking Anya face that you made? Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Anyway, I'm a girl and you're not.
Stella.
I'm a girl and you're not. But we're both new, and what if we're the same age? I'm 10.
Yes. You nodded yes.
Age forever.
Happily, Tamarack held onto the worn strap of a big bag and bounced up and down in place like she's fucking Pinkie Pie. You decided this was the perfect time to talk to her about what you were doing.
Do you know what this is? Well, I asked while pulling out the page.
She began to cheer loudly the moment she caught sight of the unusually covered paper.
You got it?
I got it, that's for sure.
She flung her arms up over her head in celebration, knocking her bag over to the side. It made a thump noise when it swung back against her.
Ow. My aim is good.
Okay.
You blinked at her in disbelief. You done it! You found the mystery person who made that strange paper airplane message.
Stalking you earlier.
He didn't know how to feel about that. What was that message even supposed to mean?
I didn't send a message.
What is that supposed to mean?
You thought you knew what disbelief was a second ago, but hearing that made you feel it in ways you have never had before. The stunned look on your face got Tamarat to add more.
The paper I used wasn't mine. It was litter in the woods. I picked it up and put it in my bag because I couldn't leave it there on the ground. Then when I saw you standing in the road, I just had an idea. I could do something fun with that garbage by making it a paper airplane for you.
Oh, is this his 10-year-old me? I should probably speak like a 10-year-old.
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
So you didn't write anything on it?
Yeah, I didn't.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That was all she said. Tamarat could not tell you anything more. The person who wrote that strange message for you is still a mystery. You haven't found him. Maybe not being a paper airplane person.
At least you didn't write 6-7 on it.
Oh, no.
You were determined to ever to figure things out.
Lindo, there's no way you could let this go, until you got more answers.
Boo!
So more about this. Tamarat could have told something was going on with you.
Blue, what did the paper say? Was it funny?
It said 6-7. Do you think random stuff is funny? It was short. All the parts were different lines. The words were, hello, go out, hide out, blue cosplay.
What? So weird. Who would write that?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Look at the high-pitched voices. I love it.
It's strange.
She took a big hop closer to you. Might have gone across her face as she landed.
You should keep going and I'll come too. That paper isn't very old. It would have gotten wet or eaten by bugs if it was out here in the forest for a while. We could track them down and ask them what they were doing and why they were doxing you.
Fuck! Alright, if you really want to.
Tara snatched up a nearby stick off the ground and directed the pointy end forward the way you had come across.
We're gonna find a litterer. He puts real things on paper.
So you started walking along the brown fall bush again. Now with your new partner in the adventure, Tamarat came along from behind you with eagle skipping steps. She was right. You're gonna find that note writer person who knows your name. Soon you reached the head of the path. You were in the crossroads once more, but you brought back knowledge, and this new goal with you.
That's where we just were.
You drew a thumb over your shoulder while walking ahead to show what you meant.
And down there is just the road. But I haven't looked at it the other way, on that side.
You searched the arm, you bent back to pointing straight across the fourth passage, directing Tamarat's gaze to the second door imprint. With her lips shut into a tight line, she nodded rapidly, and with seriousness. Only for a second, then she was poking again. She was having fun, and only pretending like she wasn't always so silly.
Yeah, okay. Down the tree path for you and me.
Decision
Into
easy
the thick
made.
of it.
Your and her crunching footsteps started up again in unison, into the thick of it.
Into
And
the
still
thick
the
of it!
Oh, both of you.
That's Paige. The path ended up being kind of a trick. You ran off the dirt to walk on only after a minute or two, and it became plain glass everywhere. Luckily, you only had to keep following the curved bend, the bush and tree trunks that separate the forest from not the forest to know you were going where you had planned to go. Tamarack hummed a happy tune, not bothered by the changing of the ground at all. You made eye contact and she started to speak words instead of music.
Uh-oh.
It's good that you're looking this way. Walking down the road that goes to the town would have been a bad idea.
Why?
Her eyes went wide. Whatever news she had to give must be something awful.
Well, I have no idea because you just got here, but I've seen it. The town here was bad.
I knew it!
The buildings were probably new when my Ami and Opa were 10. It's old and dusty. Nobody's going anywhere or doing anything. They just live in this place, sit around, and do that forever. You can never have fun now.
Spoke gravely, giving the topic a moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
That was Spark came back, lining up for features.
Okay, since it's right next to here.
Tamarack off the lawn, directing her stick to the tree line at your sides.
Oh, I forgot I had a stick. It's growing, dying, or changing no matter what. You look at one spot, you look at a different spot, you look back at the spot, and you'll see something new you didn't even notice before.
Spread her arms across and up, and playfully.
I literally spread my arms out, my back cracked. Touch it!
Wow, you're right.
Then, as you strolled even farther, something came into view. You almost didn't notice it at first. Stretching about as high as the trees and made out of practically the same color wood was a tower sort of thing.
Get in the tower.
The bottom of it was mostly empty space with thin, stick poles at the corners and only one full wall. There was little fake rods stuck to the boards of the wall side, probably for people to climb on. Above was an actual floor with a slanty roof and railings around. Some ropes dangled off it in multiple places. The thought came to you that it had the same feeling of a tree house, except not in a tree. It definitely wasn't a real house. You might have found a local playground. A squealing whisper came right into your ear. Tamarack had noticed the wood thing too.
Let's go see it.
She pulled it away from the side of your head to march to the tower without waiting for you to even answer. Curiously, you moved closer until you were right in front, and that's when you came to the shocking realization that there was something up there at the top.
I'm kidding.
I squinted to try to see more clearly, and your neck bent back so far your head might fall off. You could make a lumpy pile.
You give the base of a tower a good
Yes!
shake with both hands. No, yeah,
I
swift
thought-
kick. Swift kick.
In a blink of an eye, you pulled one leg behind you and swung at the board closest to the ground. The tower didn't move at all, but the spike made a thruck noise and hurt the tips of your toes.
That was stupid.
But
Hello,
accurate.
home.
Sudden sound of a clattering ruckus from inside the fort made you flinch in place. It was a scrambling, fluttering noise that you knew came from movement.
It's a squirrel.
That lump stopped being just a lump. Shot up, bent right over the railing, peeled down, and saw you.
It's Will.
Nerd.
It's Will.
It was another kid.
I like the fluffy coat.
The silent standoff for surprise played out between you and a stranger.
This
Then
playground
altogether,
ain't big enough for the two of us.
one of their
The three of
eyebrows
us.
and one of their hands shifted upwards. That lopsided pose they had and the fact that they were at the top of a tower made them seem pretty in charge here. Who are you? Why are you in my backyard? Oh, they were in charge here. It's the backyard.
Your backyard, there's no fence or anything. I claim this tower in the
Somehow
name of me.
Somehow they twisted her smile and leaned over the railing even more than before.
Are they gonna fall down off of the tower?
Yeah, there's no fence, but there is a house right over there, and if you look again, you can even see that that's the back of a house. And so this is the backyard. My backyard, because I live in that house.
Nuh-uh.
The house was, and what the backyard was, the kid is making a joke of you.
Nuh-uh. That house isn't even close to here at all. It's way over there.
Your publicly lies argument didn't have an impact on that stupid smile at all.
Can we smack him?
I do have a pretty big backyard. Thank you for saying so.
Oh, fuck off.
After doing her own snooping, Terra skipped out from under the tower to join you in the stranger's eye line. She didn't miss a beat, waving and introducing herself to the new person. Hey, kid that did not speak.
I did speak.
Well, I did not hear it.
I didn't
I
hear
said
it.
hi.
At that, they pressed the palms of their hands hard against the railing, then used it to kick their legs up over the sides and drew themselves right off the fort as a goddamn siren played.
Wow!
There was a powerful crunch and gust of air when the person hit the ground just a little to the side of where they were. They landed on their feet, crouching into a ball and making the hood of their jacket flip over their head from the impact of falling so far down. The person stayed like that for long enough that the leads they stood up settled quietly onto the ground. Then the kids straightened themselves out with more poise than you could have expected. Grabbed shoulders, chin up, and with one hand they pushed the hood down over the back again. They were confident and knew how to show it. That's that.
I want to knock this kid down a peg. Anyone could have done it. It wasn't special.
They took hold of the open sides of the jacket and flapped them out, shaking off bits of stitch and whatever other stuff they got on it when they collided with the dirt. Anyway, they shifted their head around to get the hair back over their shoulders the way it was before, and then jabbed a finger onto their own chest. I'm Mr. Queen Lin, Q-I-U-N-L-I-N. It means Brother Korean's arms spread out openly, gesturing to the whole wide world all around.
Are they greeting the world with open arms?
No!
Yes, I am. Autumn, nice to meet you. What are your whole names?
Why do you want to know our whole
I'm not
name?
doxing myself. Shut you fuck up.
Taylor put on a fake voice that was deeper than the number one and probably meant to sound
Okay.
chill.
I'm Ms. Tamarack Boneman. A tamarack is a tree.
And this one got a thumbs up from Cree. Cool, Miss Tamarack Baldwin.
You're not a mister, you're a kid. Why would you say it weird like that?
My parents taught me. Mom said it's polite. Dad said it's useful. Go about right. Some people might get it by themselves, and some people might ask about it, but a lot of people won't. Now nobody has to.
I still think it's weird.
If that's true, it should be more. It should be more normal. I'll keep doing it myself until everyone gets it.
No.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
And talk muted.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
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 We have to entertain the fucking audience one way or another.
I don't know what to say.
We were saying that. We were saying, yeah. 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 By the way, why is your MC such a fucking dick?
I told you I did it opposite of me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Alright.
What are you doing? Go back to full screen.
What do you mean? It is full screen.
Now it is. But hey, that's still about my name. What's your whole name? I want to know.
I'm Sir BlueKittenCosplay.
That was perfect, so blue cosplay.
And talk muted again.
Saying your name though.
Yeah, I'm Sir BlueKittenCosplay.
Well, that was perfect.
Heck yeah, 'cause I'm cool. I was knighted at age 10.
Ah,
I got another guest here with me. Got my pup.
Puppy!
Got my bib. And baby. Anyway.
I was knighted at age 10.
I was not at age 10. Okay, anyway.
great. And also, how old are you two? You seem pretty similar to me.
We're just doxing. Me and them are the same age. 10.
For you, slapped his fingerless gloved hands against the front of his chest to show just how taken aback he was.
You seem younger.
Nobody else close by was exactly 10 before, and now there's 2 more.
Wow! We came at the right time.
Good, you did. And you two are going to grow up someday, and I'm going to grow up too. But that's not going to stop us from being the same age. That's cool.
Okay.
Even if we're the same age, I still act older than you do.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
I already know all the cuss words.
It sounded more like passive errors, but you didn't appreciate them either way. But the talk you were having ended with a clear clap for you to bring it to a close. Now that we're people who know each other, I still want to hear what you were doing. I lived my whole life in this town, in this neighborhood, in that house, and I've never seen either of you anywhere. There's gotta be something going on. Charlotte's wide, knowing gaze met yours. He understood what you had to do.
Well,
You reached right into your pocket and presented the mystery paper to Kiryu, wanting your own explanation. But before you even said anything about it, Kiryu wheezed with a tight grimace. He looked as stiff as the wood tower behind him, just like that. He stammered and babbled and pointed his finger all around the space that was sort of in front of you until the word finally came to him. A social!
Damn right I am. What?
No, wait! Ryu threw his hands up higher towards his towards his shoulders. The sudden movement makes it feel nothing. Train of thought. Fuck you. You're a thief!
Hey, Fiona.
That's why you're here, to rob my house!
That's right. Wait a minute, on. I'm a sorcerer and a thief.
Oh, what?
Do you really think I'm a sorcerer robber?
He got all fluttery with his laugh and the waving of his fingers. No, he got some good tricks. Ryu tucked one of his hands inside his jacket. He moved it around in there. The whole time. There was some kind of secret pocket or compartment in that coat. Aha! Just as he thought, when he removed his hand, he was grabbing onto something. It was a little notebook. His little handy notebook.
Handy dandy notebook.
We just gotta find 3 clues and we can go to the thinking chair.
The edges were bent up and crumbly, probably from being squished in a lot of ways and a lot of times. And there were papers sticking out in weird ways that made you think they weren't even attached to the book anymore. They were just smashed between the other pages, keeping them in place. But the thing you noticed the most were the colors, tan with dark brown lines. Terrat squealed, bounding closer to you. She knew how to stand time. It was the paper from the airplane.
God, he's throwing up. Hang on.
Ew.
No, you know how dogs will like going. That's what she was just doing.
Don't throw up.
Ryu flipped open the book, tapped in a slow, considering rhythm at the front page with the back of his knuckles, and said what you wanted to know without you having to do anything. That's my special paper with my notes on it, but it's not in my notebook. It was in your pocket. You must have done the thing that's the sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. That's what you did to snatch my stuff in the blink of an eye while I was standing over here. So you're a musician or pickpocket. That's how it could be. He shifted on his feet, putting one hand on his hip and using the other to make a ragging gesture with the notebook. Ryu was really confident in his accusation against you.
Also, I like how the whole time she's just standing there in the same pose.
Hi.
Can you show me how to do it? But that wavy motion Ryu did was too much for the old notebook. It bent half upwards and downwards with the motion of its owner's arm. Some of the papers slid out. They drifted to the ground lightly, the same way leaves fall from the trees. He stared right at them, sitting there freely like that. Ryu did not.
You dramatically fixed your fingers on the ground and you wanted to show him, so you would.
Ryu's eyes reddened. He lifted the notebook over his head and twisted his foot outwards more to fully clear his view of the glass below. Finally, he spotted the missing pages. Whoa! Thank you. In the middle of talking, he dropped to his knees to scoop up the lost papers. It only took a second for each one of them to be gathered. He leaned off his knees onto his butt and made a little sound. From there, he got his feet against the ground while pushing up with his hands, still clutching the paper so he could stand again.
Why did you put so much emphasis on butt?
On his butt!
His butt!
I like the little oof you did too.
With that successful mission done, Ryu delicately flipped through the notebook. Inserting the loose papers along the way between different pages. He went all the way to the end. Then Ryu complete book was pressed shut once more. Hey, that really helped, Blue. A beaming smile directly right onto your face, or into your face. Almost had you covering your eyes, but before that happened, he looked away. Ryu twisted to the side to better rummage inside a hidden pocket of his jacket. He made super sure that the entire stack of papers made it back safely this time. You heard a sigh of relief. Huh. In an even swooping move, Ryu tilted his head back over his shoulders to reveal his face again. The bright expression from before was completely gone. He had that smoke again.
I swear to God, if this goes in the checks, I swear to God.
Oh, did you see that? I didn't lose anything.
Also, off topic real quick. Hey guys, Quentin Flynn just liked my one cosplay on Instagram. He is the voice actor of Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
Awesome.
What the fuck? Out of nowhere. That's awesome.
Okay.
I'm gonna be meeting him on Saturday too.
Oh my God, Blue! I just realized something. There's a
What?
page 2. There's a page 2.
There's a page 2?
There's a page 2.
Oh no. I broke into laughter.
Not expect him to reply, but it was amazing. You had to slouch forward to hold your stomach because it was that fucking funny.
And then Blue just falls on the floor and dies.
Please fun if your reaction came out as a set Snickers. Snickers. His
Snickers.
tricky moves drifted away when things were done.
Okay, wait, does this guy have Snickers on?
That's bad. Ryu twisted to the side to better rummage inside the hidden pocket of his jacket. He made sure that the notebook made its way back to its normal spot. When he tilted his face back towards you, he was quiet and thoughtful. This is very mysterious. My paper vanished and 2 new kids appeared in my backyard, all out of nowhere. I don't get it!
It's not some crazy thing. I just moved into the middle house in the neighborhood.
Oh, the new neighbors. That's right. That's you. You made so much. Except for her. Where the fuck is she? His glowing excitement scrunched into confusion. Ryu brought a hand to his chin while also pointing squarely at Tamarack with the other one. But he paused it. There was only going to be one new kid moving in, so who the fuck is she? Unless you're Blue's mom. Are you Blue's mom?
Do I look like Blue's mom?
Tamarack was completely tickled by the idea, giggling and covering her mouth with her hands. She didn't do a good job at stopping any of that.
Mom, I moved in with my Ami and Mopa.
Ami and Opa? I never heard of that. Is it another language? It's not English.
Uh-huh. It's German. And they're also German.
Cool!
Thanks, but they already had a house here. It's the gray one. I almost said it's the gay one. It's the happy house.
Whoa! The gay one?
The
There's
gay?
a granny who lives there and a guy that's her husband? That's your Ami and your Opa?
I think so, probably. It's a really long tail. And some of it is in his face. Oh, and Opa means Granny and Grandpa.
Ryu bobbed his head up and down with great understanding. Granny and him have a kid now. Huh.
Yeah. That's not how it works.
And Ryu shook his head side to side, flopping dark brown strands of hair around and trying to sort out his thoughts. But if you're just new neighbors, not thieves or sorcerers, how did you know that was my people?
I don't know. I'm not for sure.
What? You were showing my notes out to everyone you saw in the world?
Yeah, that was kind of the idea.
Huh? You knew it would be a long story, so you took in a huge breath. Tamara put up eagerly in her own preparation to talk about what she had done.
I got here to my mom and I waited to the east station and we spent the time doing something. And I went down the road and did the paper airplane and hit me in the shoulder and nobody was there.
Went away. It was great.
And my mom, I picked it up and threw the airplane and saw stuff written on it, so I thought the person who threw the plane and gave me a message.
But it wasn't me who wrote it.
Right.
Then Blue went to the forest after an hour's price, and I surprised him by jumping out of the leaves.
You nodded along, probably not getting everything you two were talking about, but curious enough to just keep listening.
And then I talked to her about the paper airplane I found, and she told me that she made the airplane but didn't write on it. She asked me where they got it.
Tamara chimed in again as your story continued very fucking fastly to bounce back and forth between the two.
That's what I imagined when she took a deep breath and just went.
You know what's funny? I literally thought same thing. I'm like, she just takes a breath and just starts speaking like 50 words a minute. like 10 words.
I mean, technically, it is just exposition.
Right. She's just playing along. I found it on the ground in the woods. It also had the note, but I didn't think that it was important at first. But it made me wonder about it. We went out to discover the word writer.
And it was you!
Ryu put his hands on his hips as he thought hard about the information he had just learned from you. You're saying all this was random stuff for fun?
I guess so, but if you're not the one who wrote it, how do you know my name? That was on the note. And what were those other words supposed to mean? Hello, go out, hide out, blue cosplay? It doesn't make sense.
Oh! Ryu cracked a smile and flickered out his arms to start his own explanation. That's just stuff I was gonna do.
Oh?
It's a shopping list.
Ryu wrote each part of the letter simply.
What's a floating shopping list?
Ah!
Say hi to the people around. Go out, visit the town or another neighborhood or whatever. Hideout means go to my hideout. Ryu started the countdown to pat the sturdy wooden wall behind him with pride. This was the thing right here.
If that's a hideout, why did you tell me it was a hideout?
You seemed alright. You can know about it, but don't tell anyone else.
Standing right next to us.
Ah, right, yeah. For your name being there, my mom and dad told me. They talked about how people were moving in that store and how there was going to be a kid my age and that their name was going to be BlueKittenCosplay.
But how did they find out?
The
word gets around.
That way I would not forget.
Honestly, that's fail. I probably would have forgot.
And I even took out and read that page a lot to make sure it'd be something I remembered. Looks like I forgot after all. Why such a scatterbrain is what I go with.
Yeah, I was like, just fucking stop, scatterbrain.
I can't believe you forgot who I was after your parents told you everything.
Oh, this time definitely. I'm definitely not a blood brain.
Dummy.
But that's
Oh my god!
pretty impressive you two put the whole thing together.
I keep on running like a chicken with its head cut off.
Anywho. He was right. You and Caroline have now been able to discover the whole story.
So what about never lose things? Tamarack found your paper on the ground.
Wrinkled brows, Kuryu shifted his hands up to the side of his head so that he could instead tug at the front strands of his hair, pulling them out fully straight. Don't know how it was possible. Are you too sure you're not sorcerers or thieves after all?
Yeah.
Too bad.
You covered your eyes at the ridiculousness.
Crew finished his pout, stirring up and putting his hands solidly on his hips. He was back to being in control. You know, there's nobody else out there who's perfect. I accept my mistake. I'm sorry to you, first, for messing up the place.
He forgives you.
Cool.
That's really nice of you to say, Kui.
Thank you. But you realized you didn't know what to do anymore.
Just kidding, fuck you!
Your turning thoughts were put on pause when Kuryu suddenly changed the subject. Hey Blue, come back. I'll walk around back to the front. I want to hang out more.
No, you're not allowed.
See how Ami and Opa are. They're pretty old and need help sometimes. Watch them being like 60-something years old.
Yeah, broke my spine.
I have glass bones and paper skin.
I don't know. All right, we can.
This one?
No, the first one.
First one says, all right, we can.
All
Yeah,
right.
but that's the chance accepting that this was really over now.
Yay!
Chio has extra pizzazz because she still had that stick to point up high.
Oh fuck! I don't have a stick. Shit. To add this.
While chuckling, Kuryu uses his fist to cheerfully
Enthusiastically.
It matched Harat's pose.
We all jumped in the air like High School Musical. You two are loud.
Be loud.
Her hands around her mouth to prove it. She's louder than I am. And so you started to walk through the yellowed fall grass to get to the neighborhood again, but you weren't going to be alone now. Harat bounded ahead, bouncing her arms up and down with the stick like she was the conductor of a marching band, while Kuryu came along you with even
Yeah.
You were returning to that house. Your new neighborhood had become even more orange-toned by the time you finally returned to it. The fall sun slowly sank away behind the tallest mountains and forests to sleep for the night. Shadows grew larger, pulling away from your bodies to reach out into the street ahead. The dark shades morphed and combined with one another as you walked into your own mismatched rhythm. All while the eyeball cheeriness of the outside world got more powerful bit by bit. Harat still stayed above, about 2 steps ahead. Sometimes she was closer and sometimes she had gone away from you again. She used her sticks to knock at the bushes and limped alongside the sidewalk.
How long have I been carrying the stick for?
The whole time.
Just had the stick this entire time.
Kuryu was next to you but had switched things up so that he was taking large steps backwards. I guess it was to look at you in the face better, or he just thought it was fun. He pointed out the sharpest building on the street as he went. Part of it looked almost like a tower, a different kind than that of the backyard. See? That's the house from the front. It's great. And that's your house, right? The one in the middle? And Granny owns that even further away one? Cool. The sounds of your steps continue to echo through the cul-de-sac. So you came to stop riding the same way the path. You have arrived. Sarah put both her hands up in front of her chest and waved them around. Sarah spun in place before dashing further along the sidewalk to the sloped gray house on the other side of the neighborhood. Her bag cluttered and jingled at her side the whole way there. Hi! This is it. He puts out an eager grin. We gotta meet up later sometime. Yeah, let's go. See you!
That reminds me when we go, bye! When we leave the chat.
You flipped around to go back the same way he had come with you. He needed to return to the pointy red house with the huge backyard. He didn't drop any papers this time.
Woo!
You showed me that.
You waited there in front of the house in the dimming evening light, watching the two other kids go to their homes right on the same street.
I simply stood there.
That was everything. The whole outing was done. In the quiet resolution of your first day in this place, the two encounters you had earlier that afternoon drifted towards your head. Or through your head. Tamrak and Kriyu. Now you're at the stage where you can set up your dynamic with Tamrak and Kriyu. All Life Now and Forever has a specific way of constructing the personalized relationship you have with the two neighbors you grow up with. It's called dynamics. This encompasses how your character and that character feel about one another and how they generally interact with each other. It does not determine if your character is shy or confident or sociable or unsociable. That's done through the phasing actions you pick in normal choice. This is only setting how you and the other two leads tend to approach things on a top-line level. These settings can be the same for both Tamrak and Kriyu, or be entirely different for one or the other. And yes, whenever it comes to Tamrak and Kriyu, we get to decide Umbra. The first part of the dynamic screen is what's set for your relationship standing. You choose relationship standing is always mutual with the other character. Possible to change your standing at the start of each step, and even at certain points within a step, at least normally. There are some settings that cannot be changed once you pick them. The 5 main options for your relationship standings are neighbors, friends, family, crushes, and beloveds.
What's the family
And
option?
beloveds.
Neighbors mean there's somebody you know, and it's nothing more mutual than that. Whether it's still amenable or completely cold or even hostile is up to you.
And they were neighbors.
My God, they were neighbors.
Friends mean that you're friends. Well, in this setting, it's possible to go even deeper and have them be your very best friend. That's not set on the dynamic screen. It's a normal choice. Family means that you'll truly love them and will always keep them in your life or in a fully platonic way. You cannot choose to love someone this deeply until later steps once you've known them longer.
Okay, that makes sense.
You also won't be able to change the setting to anything else once you pick it. It's completely certain and unwavering. You can bring both Tamrak and Kriyu into your proverbial family. Crushes mean that you and them have crushes on each other. I mean, that's obvious. Well, in this setting, you can keep your feelings a secret and act as though you're only friends, best friends, or it can be known that you are romantically interested. There in the game, you can also officially go study with Tamrak and Kriyu. If you begin dating one of them, you're standing on the dynamic screen will change to partners instead of crushes. It's possible to be crushing on Tamrak and Kriyu at the same time, and for most of the game, you can only get into an actual romantic relationship with one of them. Except for polygamy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If you want.
Well, that's something.
The way that will work is that Kriyu and Tamrak will be in a committed platonic relationship with each other and can be in a committed platonic or romantic relationship with the MC. Ryu and Tamarack will not be romantically involved with
not.
you, regardless of the choices the MCU makes. If you do date one of them, you cannot break up with them. The partner status cannot go away once you get it. It is possible to change simply crushes to one of the other options if you want to. Beloveds mean that you truly love them and will always keep them in your life in a clearly romantic way. You cannot choose to love someone this deeply until later steps once you know them longer. You also won't be able to change this setting into anything else once you have picked it. It's completely certain and unwavering. Like crushes, the romantic feelings can be known as secret or you can be official partner. If you're at this setting, you also unlock the possibility of getting engaged and changing your romantic status to fiancé.
Huh.
There's no requirement to get married or even date. What you do or don't do with your feelings of love is up to you. The leads will respect your set boundaries. You are beloved to make choices for you're hoping to get married, but have not asked yourself your partner can be the one to propose instead. The MC will set that proposal by default because the game believes they want that. You cannot convince your partner to think marriage is a good idea and then reject them when they pursue it. That's what one of the minutes. Senpai is a special element. This is how you and the other character generally interact with the other, and this is where we get to have a say. Like relationship standing, special elements are determined separately for Tamarack and for Ryu. It does not have to be the same. But special elements do not have to be mutual between your character and Tamarack Ryu. That's why we get to have a say. They have their own way of confirming themselves, and your character gets to have theirs. Special elements are broken down further into 3 meters with 3 choices per meter. Meter 1, deferring, teamworking, contesting. Meter 2, praising, unassuming, teasing. Meter 3, doting, accepting, admiring.
No, Mike.
For meter 1, you can use it to determine if the character is a follower or goes with the flow, using determining collaborator or compromiser, using teamworking, or tries to be the lead or decision maker, whether the other person actually wants to follow them or not, using contesting. For meter 2, it's determine if the character is the type of person to go out of the way to make comments to the other person on what they do. If not, they are unassuming. If so, the comments can be complimentary or even flirty or praising, and they can be joking or giving the other person the hard time or teasing. You all get to control the phrasing intention through choices. Meter 3 can be set to determine how your character views Tamarack and Ryu. Do they feel like they need to look out for them, or that they are on the same level as each other, or that the other person is more clever than most? When you first meet Ryu and Tamarack in the story, they go with the normal kind of behaviors for the interactions with the character. Because of that, the special elements are always on the same step 1. Step 1, Ryu, teamworking, teasing, and doting. Step 1, Tamarack, contesting, praising, accepting. As you spend more time with Tamarack and Ryu, they will get to know your character better, and in each of the new sets, the special elements can change to match that. If, for example, your friend to Tamarack can express displeasure whenever she insists on getting her way, she will notice that. In step 2, instead of contesting, she can be teamworking with your character and deferring, depending on the details. The connection with your character will develop organically. Though in future sets, you will also have the option of customizing those special elements if you want to make sure your playthrough has a specific feel. And starting in step 2, if you're more than just neighbors, a 4th special element, meter or not. Meter 4, evenness of not jealous, jealous over. Evenness of means that one character is envious of the life, appearance, abilities, relationships, or something of the other person, depending on the specifics involved. Jealous over means that they feel discomfort, they think the other person seems to like someone else more, or isn't spending as much time with them as normal and such. The jealousy meter does nothing but let you add more negative feelings or relationship competition interactions as an extra element of drama in your life. By default, Ryu, Tamarack, and you will always be not jealous with skits all of them. You'll have to choose to customize the expression elements and set them to be being jealous in one way or the other for that kind of emotion to come up. With relationships ending and expression elements, you'll also be able to have a truly personal dynamic with Tamarack and with you. There are dozens of combinations for the step you're in, and it's going from step to step. Being a crushes in step 3 would be different if you used to be friends than if you were crushing from the start, and so on. You have plenty of options to try out. That ends the dynamic system tutorial. Thank God. We hope you enjoy the connection you create with Tamarack.
Yeah, it's like I was just looking at my phone as I was finally we get to fucking do shit.
Okay, Blue. Okay, Blue, you get to decide you to Tamarack. Umbra, you get to decide Tamarack to Blue over here. Blue.
Blue.
Sorry. Teasing.
Okay.
Accepting. I guess teamworking.
Okay.
Well,
you
I can't change mine right now.
But okay. Friends, crushes, neighbors. What are you, Blue?
I don't know. Guys, who do we want to romance?
I don't know. Do you want romance?
You're too early on, in my opinion, to be doing that because you're not in and out of that since. So, no one yet.
We're in 5th grade.
Good. Let's do the asexual route.
Okay, so friends or neighbors?
We'll do friends.
Yeah. Okay.
And they were friends.
Okay.
My God, they were friends. Okay, well, you can't change yours either.
I do.
I'll do this. I'll do the same ones.
Done.
Yeah, and friends. Yep.
Things were so different from you from just that moment when you left and went to the drive to move. If we do step into step 2, this is where we were saved and stop.
Yeah.
Before then, you'd never been in Golden Grove. You've seen the Owing pictures and had not known anybody who was a local there. Because we got 7 other games to get through. But here you were, a person who lived in the town and was friends with the neighbors on both sides of your house who also lived here. Were you friends? You thought so? Blue, is that you? Your mom called from the fence.
Yeah.
You shuffled past the gate and into the building's yard. Mom had left the poach and was there to meet you. Hi. Thank you for coming back. I'm sure you were having an exciting time out there.
What were you doing the whole time, Mom?
I was just standing here.
I wish I didn't go.
You're never gonna believe what happened.
I was looking forward to hearing about it.
5 hours later.
The fucking Fire Nation attacked.
From stretch to stretch, we got the keys to the house. The agent finally arrived about 20 minutes ago. He's gone now, but I have not peeked yet.
20 minutes? What? Did you just get the key and then just sat there and waited for your child to come back?
Do.
Both of us should be here for this. It's your house too.
I can only imagine if the real estate agent came by like 5 hours ago and she's just been sitting on the porch this entire time.
I just said he left 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I said I can only imagine if this happened hours ago. If it happened hours ago, it just happened. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. I was just momentarily distracted. This isn't my house!
It is yours. You just don't have to claim it yet. Maybe you'll start to change your mind once you see the inside. Come on.
Sorry.
More. My sweater pocket. She gestured with the other hand for you to follow. Your mom. led the way as you went back up the steps.
The house give me
Into the
allergies.
hole on the door, and boom! Out of the sound of an unlocking. Carefully, she leaned forward with her shoulders, giving it a nudge, unsure that the best option for the ancient door was etched before her. That's right. The house opened with a creak.
He opens the door.
Boom! Let out a breath at the same time.
Oh, hello, Mom.
Here, Blue. You get a little bit closer. You can see inside here.
No.
You don't want to.
Push towards your mom's side at the doorway.
Is that what you're gonna say, Mom? Just ma'am.
Mim.
Ma'am.
It was then that you noticed there was a mat at the front. It had a light color and a kind of hard, fluffy texture.
This turned into Eric Cartman from South Park.
The sort of mat that get dirty looking right away when it was used, but it was still clean and nice. It had not been worn down at all like the rest of the building. This part of the house was not just an old thing left behind by other people who did not need it or want it anymore. Someone must have put it there for this happening for your mom and you moving in.
So we're not gonna be able to see inside the house. What the fuck?
But Mim, I wanted to see inside the house.
Then across the top it said,
But Mim.
"Welcome home."
But Mim.
No, it's like the one scene from like Family Guy.
Mom.
Mom.
No, not that one.
She kept the hand there, leading you ahead with her. Two of you walked through the door.
And then you got murdered.
Dun dun dun.
In the air was still. The wind was blocked, but it was practically as cold inside as it was out of the house.
Dead body.
The dead body.
Before constantly, feeling around for a light switch.
And then they turned on the light, and it was a corpse.
Got it. A dim light from the ceiling sparked on in an instant, and there in front of you was an old-fashioned living room.
And there was a corpse in the fireplace.
The house had furniture that came along with it, but it was not a set. The pieces wasn't mismatched. Each chair, table, and bookshelf in a different color. I mean, they were mismatched. Sorry.
What the say? What?
They were covered in transparent sheets of plastic and in dust. The room had a real fireplace made out of brick. In the back, you could see a staircase going up to another floor. Beautiful. It's even better than the photos. So much potential inside these walls.
No, sorry. My dog decided to slam her paw on my keyboard.
Vomits.
Oh, shit.
This house is definitely haunted.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is that?
It was just Tamarack who threw the paper airplane, but this place was where the ghosts actually were. Your mom touched the tips of her fingers to the mitted blue paint next to her.
Blue?
Fell apart.
We'll have to clean up as much as we can to make it livable before bed. It will be a long night.
Fuck!
We can unpack more of our things tomorrow. Well, I'll be doing much of that on my own. You're gonna be busy.
You're gonna be busy on the back chopping wood.
Mom, increase the pitch of her voice, squinting her eyes.
Mim!
That's all. It's the first day of February.
No, it's work. I mean, it's cool, not work.
You glared at her, annoyed that she
Yeah,
picked it up so cheerily. Mim!
She let out a breath gently while watching you.
No!
Disabled.
No, that was an accident that time, I swear.
You got here just in time, clearly. Her eyes drifted close and there was a crease in her brows. She seemed further away without having gone anywhere. Even if I am here early for the job, I was not going to make you be a full week late to class.
You have no excuse, honey.
Being new to a town like this is already going to make you a point of attention.
Stop getting your paw on my keyboard.
You could not tell if she thought that was a good thing or a bad thing by her tone, but Bob didn't say anything more about that.
Why do you keep saying off like that?
She lifted her circle scarf over her head, careful to not have it catch on her earrings, and left it on top of her suitcase. So, want to see the upstairs?
No! Not really, but I'll go.
You're such an asshole to your mom.
The second floor was more of the same. Lonely, sealed away rooms with furniture nobody had been using for ages that were covered up by plastic sheets.
Okay, I want to pause for a second and say what the fuck is up with these walls? What is the wall? What the fuck?
And lots of dust. You could see the footprints of your mom left behind in the grim as she wandered the halls with wide, amazed eyes. After checking the state of the whole house, Mom made the decision to leave the
Why do you keep saying mom like that? But ma'am!
There was too much dust bunnies that might jump over to take a seat on your couches if a spot was available.
Momichi.
Sorry.
I think where I put that dustpan, the broom itself should not be hard to find. You returned to the living room at the Mom got her dusty pair of cracking scissors out on her suitcase. She put her scarf inside it while taking these scissors out. Mom then went through some of the taped up boxes like it was her birthday, and each one was a shiny unopened present with a ribbon on top. Her gift was just stuff she already owned. One by one, she took out the supplies that had been brought for this very moment, setting them around her legs on the floor wherever there was space. Then she divided them into separate piles. This is mine, and this is yours. A pair of yellow gloves, a fluffy fresh duster, a bottle of cleaning spray, and a full row of paper towels. Mom had a set of her own. The other was for you. You get to eat them. You're going to need them. There was only one broom and dustpan that she did successfully find. You were going to take turns using that. The first move in the make your house a place people can actually live in plan, banking open the stretchy windows to get some airflow going. Though before even that, you had to get the locks on the window themselves to come loose. Jog your fingers in between the base of the window frame and the latch pressed against it, forcing it to move against it. When the lock clicked into place on the opposite side, you shoved the window open with both hands. Your gloves were already patchy with filth. The icy breeze that flowed in from the outside was a lot more welcome at this point. You got a good look at the neighborhood while catching your breath. Street lights that came on. You then let the window there to do its job and got back to yours. The two of you went back and forth and up and down and all around to open up everything that you could. Some windows were jammed in place so tight you had to leave it alone to get to later. The next point on the list was to somehow scrub down all the floors, walls, counters, and every other inch of space where dust could settle, which was every inch of the entire fucking house. You picked the spot and gave it a sweep with the fuzzy head of the duster. Nice line of clear wood followed behind your emotion.
Get off my keyboard! That
pump continued it for a while, and whenever the dust layer was gone from the spot, you could go back over it again with the clean spray to really make it shine. Make it shine! Your mom was able to track down and turn on the heater. Not that you could tell the difference with all the windows wide open. Eventually, you had a short dinner break with your mom. sitting around in the kitchen together with the two of you as dusty as the rest of the house. It was Pat Tomatoes for the call. Simple sandwiches filled with flick potatoes that would not get smashed on the drive to the bats of granola and pretzels and juice boxes. There was no groceries. The Rick Reed fridge was off and totally empty when you checked. Luke.
I was disappointed. There was nothing gross in there.
I feel like after we're done with like moving the house, we should move on to the next game.
What's the plan? You quit the wrong option, by the way. I just want to let you know. Yep.
Oops. My bad.
You got prepared for the wars for such an old, practically abandoned house, but there was not a single bottle of nasty ketchup or bottle of unknown leftovers or anything. Trash from your food was dumped into the same giant black garbage bag that you've been throwing piles of gray stained paper towels and rads of squished together tape in for the whole night. Somehow the bag was getting full even though it was big enough to fit your whole body inside. It was a mark of how much work you had done. Looking at just the house made you think you had not even gotten started. The only way to change that was to keep going, as your mom talked about when the counseling was said to clean against after dinner. You and your mom polished up the house as best as you could for even more hours.
How long have we been doing this?
When your usual bedtime arrived, Mom put the duster and the scissors down. She wasn't going to have you stay up late, no matter how excited she was to unpack. She got you to the first floor bathroom. The one on the second floor was too dirty to use, plucking her overnight bag up off the counter along the way. Your mom explained how she'd do a round throughout the whole house to close the windows, keep busy until the bathroom was free, and let you off to get some sleep. Inside the bag was little baby-sized versions of normal toothpaste and mouthwash containers, simple toothbrushes. All you had for pajamas that night, a green long sleeve shirt with matching pants.
You were pretty lazy about it.
It's not as if your mom could blame you. There were barely any surprise, and it'd been a long day.
I kept the ribbon on my... Alright.
You kept
the
it
ribbon
on
off
the bed.
the bed.
You took it off.
Yes.
Then you changed into the PJs and let your mom have her turn. While she was away,
He committed Austin. Damn it, that's not a commit Austin part.
I took out my favorite stuffed animal from my bag.
it wasn't something you could sleep without. The furniture was still plastic wrapped, so you crouched down and sat on the rug. Mom turned in only a couple minutes wearing her purple pajama, and she also had sleeping bags tucked under each of her arms. One for you and one for the ghost in the goddamn highway. She shifted one forward to hold against the front of her chest and dropped the other onto the floor. It landed.
Voicing disabled.
No!
Why do you keep doing that?
I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm clicking the space button and the V button turns it on. So sometimes I click that by accident.
Your mom learned while trying to untie the band that kept the sleeping bag together in a row. She put him pin set the knot. When it didn't budge, she lifted a bundle to her face and used her teeth to pry the thread of bands apart from each other. She got loose and victoriously flapped the bag all the way open. She laid it down in a clear spot on the wooden floor. There you are, Blue. All ready.
Fine.
You used your feet and rocked back and forth to move forward across the ancient rug, scooting towards the sleeping bag without getting off the ground. Mom, Charlie Cosby was spreading out her own bed nearby. We need to get some wood so we can actually use that fireplace on nights like these. Did your mom know how to use a fireplace? You never seen one in person until now, and so far you've still never seen one that had fire on it.
Yes, we have to run the corpse.
Luckily, the house was warm and cozy even without that, since the window started letting the chill in. The heater worked. That was sort of a surprise to you. Mom soon settled down on the center of a temporary bed. She sat cross-legged with her back solitary straight. Her hands come to rest on the tops of her knees, and she made direct eye contact with you. I want to burn a body. Thank you for the help with the house today. It will be home before we know it at this rate.
Flop down into the bag with a tired hoof.
She slouched her shoulders, easing away some of the stiffness.
She asked how your day was. No. No, Mom. Oh, well.
With your mom's encouragement, you began to narrate the entire story of the paper airplane adventure, hopefully not actually saying it again. From the moment it hit to the way it led down the forest crossroad, finding Tamarack in a leap pile, and all of her surprise assistant being Carew on his tower with his notebook full of loose papers. Mom, listening with her whole self leaning forward and grinning wide with each new turn you revealed. You wrapped it up by explaining how you returned to the neighborhood with Carew and Tamarack after everything you've discovered. What a way to spend an afternoon. I'm proud of you, Blue.
Bite me. Bite me.
You're a bona fide detective. I had no idea you got into such a rending journey.
Shut up, I'll let me sleep.
You pulled your legs in closer to your chest. Talking to her was not always bad. It was a fun story to tell, honestly. Somehow the events of the day felt like they were a long time ago, or that they happened to someone else. Or you just heard about them. But it had been real. The paper airplane hit your shoulders, you held the note in your hands. Do that paper away when you were cleaning.
Yep.
It was good to have it in the garbage instead of on the forest floor.
Yay! Clean earth.
With the topic all done, Mom softly spoke up to share her own thoughts with you. Now I'm imagining this entire building collecting dust for all this time, isn't it? No one wanted to live here. Not renters, not the man who owned it. But it's a charming little house.
Doesn't seem that hard to believe to me.
You mumbled the words under your breath, and Mom didn't notice. She just kept talking pretty much to herself.
She bored you to sleep.
There aren't a lot of opportunities out in these woods, I suppose. My company, the former HR manager, was the first big position I've ever heard of for this area. And even that to open up for people already living in the town, I was asked to relocate to take the position. Creases grew around her eyes the more she thought about it. She caught herself before a frown could follow. Oh, but it's not an issue. I'm grateful. We'll find a place in the slow pace of growing grove. At least we'll have each other regardless.
You don't have to tell me everything.
That's the second one. Oh, I don't. Then your mom stretched her legs out fully across her sleeping bag, wriggling her toes inside the black sauce.
Your mom is a psychopath. She sleeps with fox.
Ew.
Saying, Mom, right there on the floor in the same place, you're going to have to sleep with Will. You really hope your own room will be ready soon. As you thought about that, your eyes were trying to tape themselves up with the sticky, gritty stuff your eyes. When it was extra late, sleep. Alright, deal. You should get inside the sleeping bag now, before you blink out on top of it. That sounds like a pretty good idea, honestly. Scooping your stuffed animal into both your arms, you shimmered into the open end of the bag. It was made out of fabric that was so smooth it was not difficult to do. You moved farther down until the edge was to your chin. You were right back
Sorry. Okay.
up like a loaf of bread in a grocery bag. Mom got to her feet, taking a short jog over to the far wall of the room. She lifted a finger to the light switch, but kept her gaze down on you. The expression on her face was gentle. Lovely. Good night, Blue.
You're already sleeping.
Already sleeping? Wait, is that an option?
That's not an option, no.
Fuck. Rolled over your side, turning away from her.
The room went pitch black with clay. While your eyes were trying to adjust, you heard the shuffling sounds of Mom. She joined you on the floor again. Those noises soon stopped. Mom did not talk anymore. There was not any sounds of cars passing outside. There was a thumping in your ear. You thought you might have heard a creak somewhere. The night noises were a lot different from what you have experienced before. They were so quiet and distant, it made you notice them more than if they were clearer. You had to get to know the sounds better. It was never part of the house's personality. Maybe one day you and the house would be friends, and you would be familiar with each other. You press your eyes shut, in your head was thoughts of...
Meme.
Meme.
Meme. Wait, really? Meme.
Meme.
You lied awake in the squishy cocoon. Dreams did not reach you that night. Then your second day in Golden Grove will be arriving next time.
Okay, save.
Hi guys, it's me, Blue.
Okay, that's save.
Save.
Okay.
We will come back to this in the future to everyone who's watching this part of the video.